And hopefully we're live. I'm going to just give it a second for people to uh, log in and whatnot. But wanted to do something. Uh, I have someone I interviewed on my show who actually um, just flew into Jerusalem. So um, I pray that he's safe while he's on his trip. I've had him on a couple of times. Dove Hiking, he's there. Uh, so I pray that his trip goes safely and he comes home. Um, but I wanted to talk about some of my takes on some of the stuff that the nonsense that these people talk about. And, you know, people see the world the way it is today. Okay. First, actually, let me start with this. First, I'm anti-war. Okay, I think war should be a last resort. So you know, It's not like I'm a pacifist. I'm just you know, when it comes to war, it should be the absolute last resort. And you know, innocent people died this weekend, and in the strike against Hamas, innocent people are going to die. Innocent people die on both sides. So but where this is but what goes on is what's going on in the west is stuff like this. Here's someone, I don't know if she's in Canada, the US, but I want you to hear what she says. Let me see if let me see you know what, I'll just start from the beginning. Hold up. What the hell? Okay, don't you hate when this happens? Let's see. um Alrighty then. Hold on. Let's try this one more time. Alrighty then. This is the bad thing about when you go live. What the hell? Mute this tab. Unmute this tab. Okay, hold up. Let's see if I refresh it, if that'll help. Damn it. Uh that's what happens when, like I said, you go live, some stuff like this happens. Okay. Great. Oh well, while I'm waiting for this to load, basically, what she says is this whole nonsense of when they talk about colonialism and all this stuff, and they use all these fancy words and they really say nothing. Let's see if I come on. Okay. Whoever's watching, are you good with TikTok? Oh wait. Let's see. Oh, come on, really? Okay, let me just read what she says here, and then since for some reason the sound's not coming up, she talks about. So here we go. Come on. Israel is a settler colony that illegally occupied the country of Palestine in 1948, and this conflict is not religious, and it's not Jews versus the Muslims. This conflict is imperialism and settler colonization. It's about land that belongs to the Palestinians. The best way I could describe this is to think about the indigenous people of Canada and the United States. If you live in North America, what happened here, us living here, us living in Canada and the United States, we are indigenous land right? Where we don't belong here. Okay. So here's this whole nonsense she's talking about. You know what? It's easy to say that when, uh, the US is a world power, Canada kind of is, but but here's the irony behind it all. Let's see if hopefully this plays. Because if not, I'm gonna be pissed. If not, I might just have to open it and close it somewhere else. Let's see. What the hell is going on? Okay. Let me see if I could open this. No, 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 no. What happened here? Come on. No, 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 no. I'm so mad. Hey Marie, give me 1 second. I'm gonna make a really good point here once it plays. Oh crap. Okay, let's see if I don't know what's going on. Let's see if I can open this in another browser and let's see if it plays. Let me see what's okay, let's see if this will play in another browser. I just have to get it see if it open on Chrome. Okay, come on. The hell's going on here? It was playing before I clicked go live, and now it's not clicking. Now it's not playing no sound. Ah, man, why? Can wait, let me try one thing. Let me try one thing. I'm sorry, people. Give me 1 second because I'm frustrated. Because this, I want to. If this doesn't, you know what? If the sound it doesn't come up, let me see. Sound. Can you guys see this on while I'm doing this? No, good. Okay, good. Just, sound, display port, built-in speaker, play sound on startup. Okay, that's playing output volume. Okay, let's try this now. All right. Anyways, I'm so mad right now because this literally was playing. So here, I want you to see. This is a map of obviously the Middle East. This is Africa. This is Africa. This is Egypt over here. This is Saudi Arabia. This is the Middle East. This is like um, Iraq, Iran. This is Turkey over here. This over here is Israel, because you can see right here. Um, this here is like Gaza. This is the Gaza. This is Golan Heights. Whatever. Because this is Egypt here. This is Egypt here. Um, right, you seeing that? Okay, I'm just making sure you guys are seeing that. So this here is showing how Islam grew, and you see the different empires. So I want you to see right here. So there's Damascus, this which is Syria now. But see, this is the Byzantine Empire. This is all Christian. Okay, Damascus, um, all Hebron, uh, Galatian, all the books of the New Testament are cities, except for some of the Western, some of the times when they went to like Eastern Asia. But this here, these are all this is all what we read about in our Bible. Okay, this here is the year 636. Okay, so when people talk this nonsense about um indigenous lands and land being stolen and people being living on stolen land, well, here's land that was Christian land. Here's the Muslims, 636. Okay, after a year siege of Damascus, that's what this guy talks about. Let's see, is the map there? Okay, well, after that year siege, it is the beginning of the Islam takeover of the Christian world. Okay, 636, and then if let's see what it takes. What is it? It takes like, oh, damn it! How many years for the Turks when they finally take over the rest? But you had Spain that was taken over for a few centuries. Um, but anyways, so when I hear that whole nonsense about what the land that should be taken, that was taken, and uh, colonialism, and here it goes. Look, listen, Israel. Here goes here. I just want to read this here real quick. In the final months of the British Mandate, a civil war broke out between Palestinian Arabs and the Yishuv, beginning the first stage of the 1948 Palestine War. The British terminated the mandate, and Israel declared independence that day. Upon its independence, Israel almost immediately embroiled in conflict with its five neighboring Arab neighbors. Okay, and it goes here: the 1948 Arab War. The next year, 1949, the armistice agreement left Israel in control of over one third more territory than the partition plan had called for. That's the whole thing. They were trying to negotiate something, but the the Muslims didn't want the Jewish state. And then when they went into war, they lost. They had to cede territory, and they went to war again. The Six-Day War in 1967, they lost again. Okay, and here comes there was the 1973 war, and Israel then signed peace treaties with Egypt, returning the Sinai Peninsula, and so they returned land to Egypt. They returned land to Jordan. Okay, when they tell you it's about land, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. Israel's returned land to Egypt. Guess what? Egypt is fine with them now. Same thing with Jordan. Same thing with a lot of their neighbors. But the whole thing with that the people don't the news doesn't tell you is, let's say for example, there's an Egypt border with Gaza, and the even the Egyptians don't let the Palestinians go into Egypt. So I feel for these people, but their leadership is leading them astray. Hamas and these terrorist organizations are leading them astray because all they want that is the ousting of the Jewish people from the land. And if they can't coexist, then this is what we're always gonna go through this. Nothing's gonna change. And as long as we have people you know, like this dumbass over here talking about colonialism and all that, guess what? That's the way of the world. Okay. Before Europeans came to North America, okay, the Native American tribes warred with each other. It wasn't peace and loving. Tribes fought amongst other tribes. Okay. Um, Same thing in Central America with the natives there. I mean, shoot, the Aztecs sacrificed children. So what, so when they talk about, colonization and, to the victor goes spoils and all this stuff, please look, read a history book, and see that the history of the world, okay, it's not, you talk about colonization, it's not just a European thing. Go look in Asia. Look at the wars like Japan. Japan went through civil wars. China's went through civil wars. You have um, China has the story of the three empires, the story of like the dynasty warriors. There's a bunch of movies on it. They have their whole history about it. Same thing with Japan. Japan tried to um, take over China and Korea, and so war and people trying to take over other countries. It's not a new invention. So to go, to say, oh, well, Israel can't exist because, 75 years ago, they stole the land. Or, no, they didn't steal the land. Land was given to them. Now, you could not like the way they got the land, which that's what there was a war about. And guess what? When you lose a war, you lose a war. You have to give something up. And if you want peace, you, sometimes you have to, both sides have to give in order to get. And that's where we're at right now. That's what's going on with this, is the fact that nobody wants to give. Well, I shouldn't say that. Israel gives, but all that they get is what happened over this weekend. The Palestinian people have to um, stop um, electing these terrorists. I mean, same thing in America. I say, we see what went on today with Black Lives Matter. There was a Black Lives Matter organization. They shared a picture out with a paratrooper with a Palestinian flag, saying, they support Palestine. And it's like, no, you just supported terrorists. And what we on the right always said, that they were a Marxist, uh, racist organization, and that's what they are. And people got to stop putting their faith. They have to do their homework. Stop just feeding what the media feeds you. Please stop. Go and read a couple of newspapers. Read both sides. Read all sides. Don't just read one side. You know, um, listen to Al Jazeera. Read their newspapers, and see what's going on. See where the facts are agreed upon, because that's when the stuff that they agree on, like I always say, is the facts. Where they disagree is on the opinions. So, uh, you know, pray for the Israelis and the Palestinians, and pray for the innocents. Pray for the kids. Um, Pray for for them, for the kids, and for the innocent people who just want to live their lives, not people who want to kill and maim and destroy, in the name of what? Because at the end, you know an eye for an eye leaves the world blind. So with that being said, I'm going to leave it there. I just wanted to get a quick little video out, and I'll see you guys Monday. Have a good one.